DeSanto. Here at the newsroom at Humber's North Campus. It's Thursday, March 8th. Here's what's making news. International Women's Day celebrates the economic, political, and cultural accomplishments of women. This year's theme for is #Press for Change. A rally is underway in Toronto and elsewhere in the world. Women gathered to mark the event in different ways. In London, England, thousands of women marched from Parliament to Trafalgar Square. In the wake of the Me Too movement, they called for an end to violence and harassment in the workplace. In Mexico, women protested against the cases of violence against women. In Saudi Arabia, women are taking driving lessons as they will finally be able to legally drive in June. Women activists have been calling for this change for over 2 decades. A bit closer to home in California, a McDonald's reversed the iconic Golden Arches for the first time in history.
Everybody knows McDonald's, the Golden Arches. So to demonstrate the importance of celebrating women by flipping that iconic sign really makes a statement.
And Mattel has come out with a new collection of Barbies that they say represent sheroes, heroines like Olympic boxer Nicole Adams.
I'm hoping that young girls will be inspired by seeing my doll and hopefully get into boxing, maybe even other sports. I think it's a really nice campaign to be able to show that.
President Donald Trump could temporarily exempt some nations from his planned steel and aluminum tariffs. Trump is expected to meet with industry executives this afternoon to formally discuss how the tariffs will be imposed. The tariffs, when first announced, would impose a hefty 25% tax to steel and 10% on aluminum. White House trade advisor Peter Navarro says Canada and Mexico will initially be excluded from the tariffs. However, the exemption would be lost if the two neighboring countries don't agree to an updated NAFTA agreement with the U.S. Other American allies could obtain an exemption under the same circumstances. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has previously called the tariffs unacceptable.
We buy more steel from the United States than any other country, and disruptions to this integrated market would be significant and serious. But that's why we are impressing upon the American administration the unacceptable nature of these proposals that are going to hurt them every bit as much as they will hurt us.
Business leaders have warned that economic fallout and trade wars would ensue if Trump doesn't narrow his plan. However, Trump says the tariffs are needed to preserve the American steel and aluminum industries and protect national security. Today is the deadline for Ontario PC members to register in order to be eligible to vote for their next leader. Provincial Progressive Conservative Party candidates Doug Ford, Caroline Mulroney, and Tanya Granick-Allen have been asking the party for a 1-week extension to the registration and verification process. Many members haven't received their voting packages, and with the Tory system hack last November, the 3 candidates had asked for the extension. The request has been denied. A 1-day extension had already been granted to today at 8 p.m. Voting will end at noon on Friday, and the results of the leadership race will be revealed Saturday.
Why don't you tell the people?
Toronto police laid new charges against Terrence Noftal in the Toronto child exploitation case. The former hospital worker was arrested in January after allegedly assaulting a child. The new charges date back to 2000, when Noftal allegedly befriended one of his victims. Police also said that he may have used social media to communicate with children.
We are concerned there may be more victims. We are asking anyone who may have information about this investigation to please contact us at 416-808-8500, or if you wish to remain anonymous, through Crime Stoppers at 416-222-TIPS.
It's day 5 of a campout protest taking place outside of Old City Hall. One young Indigenous woman along with her community are calling for government accountability. This comes after the death of Tina Fontaine and Colton Boushie. Delia McTaggart reports.
At Old City Hall in downtown Toronto, a protest is happening in response to the acquittal of Raymond Cormier and Gerald Stanley.
I've organized the Toronto location of this camp. There's 4 camps set up right now around Canada, and we are the 4th one, but we are the first youth-led one. So I had reached out to someone I knew that was organizing the Calgary camp, and I said, what can we do in Toronto? And they said, organize a camp. So I reached out to the Indigenous Youth Movement, and I was pointed towards Ezra Green. But we've had a lot of youth stop by. We have a Facebook page. We've been calling for people to come and do night shifts and schedule change. We have high school students making pamphlets and brochures for people so we can hand them out. It's pretty constant, and we're doing a lot every single day.
I saw you at the Justice for Tina rally at Nathan Phillips Square. What did you think of all those people that showed up?
I thought it was amazing, and I always get shocked when I come to places and I see a big turnout, especially with a bunch of allies. It makes me feel good and protected, and knowing that we have support. So I didn't think I was going to make it, and I showed up, and I already had this plan for Sunday, and the rally here was for Saturday, and it didn't even occur to me that I should speak or say anything. But then once I got here, immediately it made sense, and I knew, and I went right up and I asked if I could speak, and that's not like me. I'm not the type to do speaking or to come out or to be on camera or anything like that. But I sucked it up and I came in and I did it, and which is great because so many people reached out to me. So many people are coming by saying, I saw you speak, how can I help, and over social media. So it's been really good. We've had a lot of support.
Are there particular policy objectives you'd like to see as a result of this outcry?
So from the government, from the justice system, from child welfare, to kind of admit their wrongs and be accountable for their actions. Just like, why was Tina set up in a hotel? How come, if they're legally responsible for Tina Fontaine, how come they aren't in some way legally responsible for her going missing or ended up being murdered? So there is statistics that have proven that there's more children now in child welfare, Native children, than in residential schools. So it's definitely a problem, and it's almost like that it just evolved from residential schools.
Molly McTaggart, Humber News.
We're going to take a quick break. Still ahead, Women's Day events at Humber, coverage on Humber's Ignite election, and the Raptors make history. We'll be right back.